Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a Chart Nerd Technical Analysis video. I will be covering Stronghold. The ticker is SHX against USDT on the weekly time frame today. Now, I did put on X not too long ago that I've been topping up my bags for SHX because I really think at the moment we are at a key level of support, and I'm not too sure if these lows are going to be visited again, or if they are at some point where we could potentially at the moment, as we are underneath this 20 EMA. What you'll notice is that from this local high in February, we came back to the weekly 20 EMA. We bounced off of it as support, but put in this lower high in this B wave, essentially, where we then came down and lost this 20 EMA and have ever since been hitting our heads on it as resistance, which is what's led us to this 050 from our all-time high, retracing back down to this wick of where we've came from. So the fact that we had this lower high, this depleting buying pressure, we lost the 20-week EMA, it kind of indicated that we were looking to pull back to key levels of support. Now, as I was saying, I have been topping up my bags. I'm not sure if this wick is going to get filled, but if it does, the only way I can see this potentially happening is if we come up again to this 20-week EMA over the next couple of weeks, and we see this as rejection. And potentially what this could entail is a double bottom retest on this 050 at 0.0025. And if that comes, then albeit so, I'm happy to again top up my bags at those levels. But albeit sakes, we could do the complete opposite, and this is where SHX does decide to start picking up and retracing to the sort of higher highs of which it's come from, because this ABC, now that we've had a wick down to this 050, could be complete, and all we're doing right now is coming up. We've come back for our higher low right here, and we're looking to charge up the ship and attack this 20-week one once more. Right now, it's literally caught between a rock and a hard place. We're caught between this 20 EMA on the weekly, and we're caught between the 050 as support. So once you see the confirmational break above the 20, or if we start to see a rollover, look for the 050 as support and this wick here that could potentially get filled in. The only other sort of downside that I can see, or bearish sort of pattern here for SHX, is if we are actually in some sort of 5-wave correction where we've had 1, 2, this is the wave 3. Right now, if we get the wave 4 up to this 20 EMA and actually lose this 050, then potentially the last leg of support for me is on this previous wick high here that we had back in April 2023, which ties up with the 0618 at 0.0016. Now, I'm not saying that's going to come into fruition, only if we sweep this wave 3 low potentially and fail to hold it if we come back for a retest. So again, just to cover all potential scenarios, okay, right now we are bouncing off key support on the 050. We've had a wick back down to it from our all-time high. We're chasing to where this wick, previous wick where we came down to before exploding. Okay, so we are at key support right now. Now, if we do start flipping the switch here and reversing to the upside, there are key levels above that we need to break out of. If this is the low right now, we do have 0.0063 to 0.0079 above, and you can see that this sort of range here was previous support that we was holding as support before eventually losing, and now we've had this C wave. Could we potentially be looking to start marching our way back up to these previous levels of support that we've fallen from to meet them as resistance? This is a high potential right now, and why I decided to sort of top my bags up at these ranges, because we've had the wick, we've had the push up into the 20 again, we've had a higher low right now. So I'm going to zoom into the daily quickly and actually see if we've come back to a key level of support from this local high, which was the 20 EMA retest on the weekly, by the way, guys, back down to this wick low on the 050. You'll notice that since this retest up here, we've come back down and we've just been holding the 050 and the 0618. So we need to hold this level of support right now. Look how many days. So since the 5th of August, for about a whole month, SHX has been holding this level of support at 0.0033. Hold support, don't go short. But my only concern is if you look at this yellow line, which is the 20 EMA, this is our key resistance on the daily time frame. So we do get breakouts above it, but when we've had them, we've just been shafted back under it. And every time we've been coming up to it, we've been putting in lower lows at the moment. So right now, if we lose 0.003, this could indicate the retest and double bottom retest to this wick to the 0.0024 mark. On the opposite side, if we hold this level, which is a key level of support, by the way, this is our support zone right now. If we hold this and start getting back above the 20, then I think we could start retracing back up to 0.0056 in the near short term. But as you can see on the daily time frame, this yellow EMA, every time we come up to this 20 EMA, we are seeing rejection, and it's not any different right now. So in the near short term, to confirm that this correction is in, and this is the low right now, we're holding key support on the 0618, and we've been holding it for over a month. We need to see the breakout here and see closes above, multiple closes above this EMA in order to confirm this was the low. We've come up to a high, we've just pulled back to the 0618, and we're looking to break out. So that's what I'm looking for right now, getting back above these key EMAs that we've lost on the daily. And if we do start getting back above them, you've got the weekly 20 EMA above as resistance, and the 050 and the 0618, which from current prices could see a 70 to a 115% increase if we start confirming this as the low. As I said, we potentially could come up here and come back for a retest to fill this wick in here for SHX. Or we could have confirmed this wick low already as the low. We've come back for a higher low already, and we're looking to start breaking back out to these higher targets. So I hope you've enjoyed my content today on SHX. If you did, please do like the content, drop a comment, subscribe, whatever it may be. Thank you guys from Chart Nerd TA. Take care. Peace out.